morning.
Yo. Welcome back. Under the Rock 845.
Yeah.
Holla, it's your boy J-Dot Vodka here.
Lex here. We have another special episode lined up for you guys, man. This is an amazing episode. We got some special guests in the building today. But before we get into it, Under the Rock 845, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Appreciate everyone who's been showing love.
All the comments, all the likes, we appreciate
you
all
guys.
of it. We appreciate all the love. We're trying to get out there, get this information to people.
Absolutely.
As you can see, we got a different vibe today.
It's a whole different setup.
You know what I mean? But that's what we're doing. Adjusting and fixing what we got to do. Now we in different vibes and we moving stuff around. Let's do it.
Let's go. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce who we got on our show today. This guy is a known producer, writer, composer, musician.
Yeah,
the list goes on.
Google him.
Filmmaker. The list goes on and on and on. And we're happy to have him in our, in our home, our county. You know what I'm saying? Rockland County, the 845. You know what I mean? Chris.
Yes.
Also, I know you're at Cinemax, but Chris.
Under the Rock.
Under the Rock 845. You know what I'm saying?
845,
And we also have one of
for
your
real.
introduce your artist that's also on set
Well,
with us.
I don't own any artists, but I have a friend who's an artist, and that's
Apologies.
my
There you
man
go.
Juice right here.
It's Juice right here.
Yo, welcome.
And that's Juice. And so, yeah, I mean, we hang out in here, we make music, we laugh a lot, and sometimes we cry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
mostly turning laughter into some recordings.
Nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for allowing us to, come into your element.
No, thank you, bro. I really wanted to be on it because I wanted to talk to you guys and talk to people.
Yeah,
So people
absolutely.
get
Yeah,
an idea of what the hell we're doing. 'Cause
I know you watched a couple shows and we seen you in the comments like I need
Yeah, I
to be
saw
on
your
here.
show. I was like, I need to be on here, man. What the fuck? I'm under the rock all the time. Shit,
I'm under the
I
rock
appreciate
now.
that. He's under the
Who has
rock
the
now.
lighter? Where is it?
It's
Got the
here
lighter?
somewhere. Yeah, the vibes is different today.
Thank you.
I love it.
Now, I don't usually smoke, but since it's legal, I figured might as well, endorse.
Shout out to
Yeah.
New York and Jersey.
Yeah, I
Word up.
just started smoking when it became legal. And,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, so I gotta get how did you get the name? Like I said, I know you had Cinemax.
Yeah, all
Where's
right,
the name
man.
come from? I need the origin story,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean,
we gotta get into
all right,
it.
so before I had a recording studio, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a beat machine, you know what I mean? But so I could make the beats or whatever on my beat machine. And then I would have friends come by.
When is this? Give me a time frame.
Oh, this is
setting.
like 1990.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like 1990, right around that 91, 90.
Where is
90.
this? Where's this taking place
I
at?
had just moved to Rockland County.
Okay.
Actually,
But
From
so
where?
where are you from? Yeah.
from Jamaica, Queens. But
Oh, that's right.
yeah. But yeah, I'm really from Rockland. You know what I mean?
You been here.
I
You rep
did.
the rock.
I
You rep
spent
the
a
rock.
lifetime in Jamaica, Queens. I can't lie, 'cause I was a teenager over there.
Yeah.
And, that was a influential time, and I didn't realize it even growing up there that it would have an influence on hip hop and how hip hop integrated into Jamaica, Queens. But
So you went to high school
yeah,
there.
it's a great place to be from. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's
So
a high
I really
schooler.
wants to go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's the neighborhood that'll never be gentrified.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
We talked a little earlier before the
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
and you were telling us about Queens and how
Yeah.
you grew up around a lot of artists.
I
a lot
did.
of
I
artists were
did.
around
I
you.
did. I grew up right around the corner from Run DMC, across the street from Salt and Pepper.
Oh yeah, he was in
Yeah.
the mix.
Yeah, I went to high school with 50, and
Oh,
Was 50 a bully?
50 was honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth, always a nice guy to me. I can't lie to you. So, but
Shout out
yeah,
to
he
50
did. He did bully some rappers I know and shit. And, yeah, but he's a great guy. Honestly, I swear to God, I'm not saying it because it's like on camera.
Yeah.
I mean it like he's actually a really cool dude. And,
Yeah. Queens was like a big center of hip hop around that time too.
Yeah, a lot of hip hop and a lot of influences and yeah.
With the name, because you threw him
Oh
off.
no!
How
So
you hit him with
Cinemax,
another
Cinemax
question?
happened. I didn't have a
Get back
microphone,
where he
right?
was from.
Damn.
No, I didn't have a microphone, right? And there was a microphone on the camera, so
Okay.
I just used the microphone on the camera to record the vocals with headphones on. You know?
Wait.
You know what
When
I mean?
you're producing music, you saying?
Yeah, like I would have beats done, right?
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? But I didn't have like a recording studio. You feel
Okay.
me? What I'm saying? So what I did was I don't know if you guys remember the tape deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
So
a
I'm a
tape deck.
producer. I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
this.
So
Tape deck, big tape deck.
so I had a tape deck, and I could have my beat machine going into my mixer.
Wow.
And then I had the camera audio going into the mixer, and I could just mix them two going onto a tape deck, so I could record the vocals and the beat onto a cassette tape with somebody rapping. But
Wow.
with the microphone I had was the camera mic.
Yeah.
So were you actually recording a video while you were doing it, or you just using
I was recording the, like a close up of the vocals while they were actually happening. And,
Yeah.
actually my man CX gave me that name. It was like, CX and Dominic.
Yeah.
They were like the first kids I moved into in Rockland, because I felt like, oh shit, they're like the kids I knew in the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yep, that's that.
Cinemax? Like you making movies?
Yeah,
That's dope
how
though.
I got that.
It's crazy how it took so much just to do what you do. Like kids now don't appreciate that.
Back then you needed a lot of components and a lot of shit to make the records the way,
Yeah, you come from the old school.
Yeah, I think so.
You
But
think so?
there's people that are older than me that have done much more. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's actually all the people that are older than me that have given us what we have. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, yeah, like my uncle Marley Marl. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were talking about. Marley
Yeah,
Marl.
the
Marley-
deck. That's what I'm saying. What is that?
Yeah,
So,
Marley Marl made
I'm
great-
sure Steve's
yeah.
gonna get all right.
Yeah, so-
Visuals by Steve Bell's
whatever.
gonna get it.
Yeah, so yeah, it's true. Marley Marl did give us
That was nostalgic. Like
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if he even realizes how much it meant to me. Because first of all, I mean, he did "Nobody Beats the Biz." He did, "Ooh, baby, you got what I
he
need."
did two of Biz Markie's
yeah,
joints.
Eric B. and Rakim used it. Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan. I mean, so
Yeah.
many people used it for their master. It's like their final recordings. And Marley Marl.
What?
When you really think about it, Marley Marl
That
also.
shit should be in a museum right now. Like
It should be, but,
But
it's
it's
not
in
going to
here.
be.
This is a museum.
Yeah.
This is a museum.
No, we actually use it on our recordings too. But
that's so dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
But anyway, yeah, Marley Marl's also from Queens. He moved up to Rockland. He had one of the first Rockland County studios. He had everybody over at his house.
These are
and,
things like I never knew at all.
yeah, he did. Him actually, and and it's true. Pete Rock too. Pete Rock's in Spring Valley, and believe it or not, Marley Marl and Pete Rock, they're very close.
Mhm.
Like in proximity. And when you think about all the hip hop that happened, that's why even when I moved up here, when I met Funk,
Mm-hmm.
it was cool because I was like, oh shit, there's other people making hip hop out here, and.
Dope.
Yeah, Rock. Believe it or not, when I ended up, I would see Marley Marl at the gas station and she'd be like, "Yo, Marley," and he would just zoom off and shit. And later, I never thought we'd end up. Yeah, I never thought we'd end up becoming friends and shit. So, but like later on, I came to realize how much he was basically going through the same shit that I would end up going through, like building a studio and having the neighbors basically not really appreciative of the fact
Got
that.
you.
You know,
What was that time frame like from you like starting to like obviously we're in your studio?
I don't know.
how-
I started making beats with a kid across the street.
What age
In
was this?
Jamaica, Queens. I want to say about 10.
10?
Yeah, he had the MPC 60. He had the 8-track. And he wasn't like, his dad was producing dance hall and reggae music.
Oh.
And so he had a Korg M1 keyboard and MPC 60. And, I remember making beats when NWA came out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
So that's that
nostalgic.
time. By the time 93.
You're hip hop, bro.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Real
but I'm
hip-hop.
saying, like, like by the time NWA came out, Public Enemy, of course, KRS,
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, all that era, basically everything.
This is like what 83, 84 or a
no,
little
this is
later?
like 89, 90.
Okay.
This is like the end of the 80s, really. I mean,
Gotcha.
yeah, in the beginning of the 80s, it was there too. Don't get me wrong, that's the origin. But I'm saying like the real shift in the way we hear hip hop even now, because like you're hearing now like the new guys basically doing what was done in 1990. You know what I'm
With
trying
the
to say?
machines is all. You're a musician, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
What instruments you got?
I play guitar, a little keys, and sometimes play the drums. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
But really, using instruments as
Like
like
what?
Juice would say, like a paintbrush. You know what I mean?
Okay, it's your can. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're an artist.
Sure.
Everyone's an artist.
Yeah, everybody's an artist.
Everyone's an artist.
Yeah.
So I mean, it all depends on what you put on your canvas, and obviously a lot of people gravitate to what you've done.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people. I've looked.
lot.
I've done a little research on you. You got pics with a lot of people.
Yeah, we started making money this year. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
21.
And before that, it was a lot of broke years, man. I ain't gonna lie
Why
to
were
you.
they broke? Because we like to talk about the money. Why were they broke?
All right. So how can I say this?
Was it like the management wise or money man or
No,
just the
I'm
industry?
I'm going to tell you the truth, man. What you find out about music is that there's musicians, there's con men, there's master criminals, And usually the people that are like making your favorite hit records are a combination of all of those. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
And
Sounds like everybody.
Yeah, and so it took us time to link up with the right con men, the right master criminals, and you know, the right musicians. You know what I'm saying? But mostly a lot less music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear you.
So I was doing music for a lot of years, and music can keep you broke.
Yeah.
You know, because you're diving in, you're trying to become better, you're trying to be a better musician and shit, and you really end up just finding people that are like, yo, man, that's fire, man. Well, why don't you let me use that, man? You know what I'm saying? So you end up being very useful to the music industry. And that's actually how we ended up developing the label that we have now. It's called Esclave.
Esclave? Spell it for me.
ESCLAVE. And I don't know if you're French or European or
We're Haitian.
Yeah, Haitian. Ukakopon.
Yeah.
Esclave.
You're from Martinique.
Yeah, Martinique.
Exactly.
That's right.
We
So
speak that same Creole.
That's right. And so you understand it's slave language. It's
Esclave,
basically.
by the way, that's also the name of your next project, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
the slave.
Yeah, so and
we're
then
gonna look out for that,
yeah,
too.
Juice basically, you know, he ended up basically telling me one day, he's like, man, you know, they're trying to like put us in these categories of these boxes, like, oh, it's commercial, or it's like all jokes aside, you know, I do work with some big rappers too, and so does Juice.
Name them.
I mean, it's
We got
irrelevant,
picks,
but
It's
just
not irrelevant.
just to use some names, just to
Yeah,
give
we
you an
got some
idea.
picks, don't worry. This is when I point down at the screen, and they, all the pictures are going up.
no, but
Go ahead,
listen,
name 'em.
just to give you an idea, because you know, I do work with Trust, you know, and Trust has, you know, and you know, Juice and I, we do our homework when it comes to music, you know, and you know, not just the music, but the way things are presented to people, right? And so, you know, Juice and I looked at each other like, damn, man, you know, you're working with 38 Special.
Yeah.
You know, that means, you know, his name is a gun, you know, and you know, look, there's this other guy, West Side Gun, you know what I'm saying?
Griseldas.
Yeah, Griselda, you know, the bricklayers, you know what I'm saying? The fucking, you know, and he's like, man, I'm just Juice, man. And you're just Chris, you know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, you know, and the truth really is we make a lot of music with all those guys. And,
Dope.
you know, Benny and...
Oh, I got a picture of you and Benny.
Benny's actually one of the coolest dudes from the. I don't really know West Side Gun, and I think I met Conway once or something, but Benny does come through here, and shout out to Ak, who's his man, who's always bringing him through and always put us together. And
Shout out to everybody, man. Everyone working, everyone grinding, and networking is amazing.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that in there. Shout out to everybody, bro.
But I'm saying that to say that, like, we ended up realizing, like, after, you know, we've been, like, you know, same as Juice. Juice writes records for a lot of people, R&B artists, rappers, and, you know, and most of the time when people don't realize about writing records for people, it's not like you sit there and you're writing a record for, like, you know, your favorite artist or something like that. It's just like you're making a record. You're making a song.
But it's work. Do y'all consider it work, or is it like my passion?
Yeah, no. So it can't be work, even though it is. You know, it's our works.
How do you guys conceptualize it though? As work or as a passion?
Well, so this is
Conceptualizing it is think about when you play, right?
yeah,
Play an instrument.
yeah.
You know, you're
It's
playing.
play.
It's play.
Yeah,
Got
it's
you.
fun.
It's not playing,
Got you.
but
Yeah.
you're still playing.
Yeah, and then it's the play.
Like when people
button.
say
You
you're
hit the
playing,
play
like when
button.
professional athletes say I'm playing, it's still
Yeah,
a game.
exactly. A professional athlete.
it's a game.
It's a game, and yeah, I'm playing
But it's-
football.
got you.
But
I see it.
I'm not playing.
Yeah.
You
I
know
see.
what
I
I'm
see.
saying?
Yeah,
what
like
you're
Russell
saying.
Westbrook, he's always talking
Yeah,
about
he's not
that. Like
playing
he's thankful to be
basketball.
playing basketball, knowing he comes from the streets. You get what I'm saying? It's like he could have been so fucked up in so many. Like Russell Westbrook's a guy that if he wasn't playing basketball, let's face it, man, he could have been robbing banks. He would have been out there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? He's
He
fast.
does
I'm
have
just-
that mug about him.
Yeah.
though.
No, I don't mean like he looks like a criminal.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
mean
yeah,
his
just how he
abilities
is,
are
yeah.
criminal.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like like the NBA just worked out for him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just interesting actually. But yeah, it is playing. That's it. Play button. That's what the fuck
Only
we
a play
do.
button
There's
on
no
there.
work
It's not a
button.
work button on there.
That's
Got
right.
you.
That's dope.
Yeah, you got another letter?
I don't.
We're
Yo,
smoking.
man,
I gotta
yeah.
tell you the truth.
Go ahead.
I don't want to tell you who gave it to me, but I got some really good limeade. This is some Gatorade Kush.
Gatorade.
And
It's called the Gatorade?
Yeah, no, it really tastes like Gatorade. So I'm just trying to get my electrolytes.
Which one? The red or orange? Which one?
It's the red or
The
orange.
red
I can't
Gatorade?
tell.
It's
Yeah,
one of
but
them.
it's one of them. It tastes like
I got a question for
Go
you.
ahead. All right.
So, obviously, you're involved in hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay, you grew up. You say you were born in the '70s, so you were able to experience.
77. Yeah.
You were able to experience the birth of hip hop. You were
Yeah,
able to
I was born into
experience.
hip-hop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're hip hop. That's why I said that.
Sure.
So you see the difference now, right? You're working with Juice. We're in 2021.
slave
and you,
music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you started at the time you started. Like what? Like I need to. Honestly, I need to know how you feel about the state, both states, the golden era and the state of hip hop right now.
Well, so it's real simple. It's like every artist is they're expressing themselves,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So like I don't, and this is something that even Juice and I we kind of came to a realization together. It's like, you know, I was talking about this before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people think, oh shit, these are the greatest musicians or greatest artists. And,
Yeah.
and now, like, and this is something I really want to talk about in your thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's great that people have their favorite artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and they you know, and in rap and hip hop, they say, "Oh, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas," and then the list goes from there. And they might
Mhm.
include Tupac or whatever. I
Mhm.
mean, you know, we personally like ODB in that mix of that construct
Yeah,
of their
That's
top
his
five. It's like
But no one will say
over all
ODB
those, yeah,
though.
ODB
Yeah.
over all those.
No
guys.
one's really saying
Yeah.
ODB
Redman,
though.
ODB.
That's where
you
he's
know.
at. He's at a different
I feel you.
stage.
No, I'm
But-
saying no. We all
But
agree. is what
we're-
I'm saying.
I'm talking about artists, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? But so at the same time, people have their ideas of that. Now, we're just coming from a time where people had favorite musicians too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And like, so musicians are artists too.
Mhm.
You get what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying
true.
to say? It's like, yeah, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and dancers and, you know, and even people that design shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
there's so many artists, right? And I think like what's happening now in music is that people are having their favorite drug dealers and their favorite strippers. You know? No, really. That's what-
Okay.
Yeah.
that-
And
so-
not a musician or an actual
no,
artist.
it's not even about actual artists or not. It's just
I want
that
to
it's-
get what I want to see
so-
how you're thinking.
Yeah,
when you
so
say
what
that.
I'm saying is people just blur the lines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people just, you know, my favorite whatever, my favorite person to follow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and even in that mix of that is like Kim Kardashian and J Lo.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know what I mean. And so what I'm saying is, I'm saying that when you're talking about pop culture,
Mhm.
you have people that you want to follow, that you admire, right? And what the record business and the entertainment industry have merged into is a place where, hey man, why don't we just have Michael Jackson songs for a Kim Kardashian?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Why can't
Yeah.
she just be the girl singing these Michael Jackson
So
songs?
it's a look, the image.
Yeah, it's
going
just
after a
like
certain
it's
thing.
just like the data has come back and everybody wants to fuck Kim Kardashian. The data has come back and that's unanimous. You know what I
Got
mean?
you.
And so it's data driven.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's just based on data. It's not really based on feeling. Like and like I'm saying all that to say that like some of the historically great artists wouldn't probably cut it in today's lens.
Music game? Yeah, okay.
Like the way people are just seeing things now. So like,
Yeah.
and this is what I was telling you before the camera started. It's just like, what do you think is dope? What do you think is good?
yeah.
See, so if you think Michael Jackson is good and you think Prince is good, then, you know, it's hard to like put things on that plane.
Mhm.
Like, you know, that might be modern.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
And then same thing, if you think that, you know, if you think XXXTentacion is the
Yeah.
greatest artist of all time, it's going to be hard
But
for
that's
you to...
isn't that not generation like by as far as like what we grew up on? Like I grew
Sure.
up,
So
I grew
like
up in
what-
golden
so-
era, so,
okay,
I
so
know
to
Nas
you-
and all that. And
Okay,
I don't
so
know
you
these
see,
new
and I'm
dudes.
glad you're identifying it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You have an era of music that you hold dear to.
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, and so
I hold everyone
Yeah.
to that though. I hold everyone to that era right there.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, for me, I'm born in the 70s, right? So there was an era before that era.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
the
right.
reason those guys are great is because they had to push a bar
Mm-hmm.
to get to that level.
The guys in the
Mhm.
50s,
The
and
origin.
60s.
Yeah, and then
Now what-
but what I'm
but
saying is
before
there
that
was
was all
greatness
music-
for them. There was a
yeah.
fire burning inside of them to have to bring that to the forefront. You feel
Yeah,
me what I'm saying?
got you.
Yeah, and same thing is now.
Before the soul sample, it was people just putting their soul into it.
Yeah,
I have a question. Like a
yeah,
hip-hop
and we're
question
not
to throw
we're not
for that.
ignoring that. That's
Yeah.
what,
Yeah,
see,
that's
that-
all it is. We're just
that-
not ignoring
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
we're over here.
But a lot of people do, and these new guys don't understand the
No, but,
history
so
of
like
what happened.
In essence, that's what he's trying to say. And what I'm trying to say is that like Nas is great,
hmm
but so is Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
You know, Tina Turner's great, so is Stevie Ray Vaughan.
So is Billie Holiday.
So is Billie Holiday.
yeah.
And I'm saying it's like you have to appreciate it from the context of the fact, and this is another thing too, in the recordings, the the standard for recordings was a little bit different when music was based on music.
Yeah.
Like when you couldn't see the artist, it was just the radio, and you were hearing something that you never heard before, right?
Yeah.
All right, and most of that stuff, most of those people, they would record that shit in one take.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand? So
Yeah.
when you were hearing a lot of classic recordings, you're
Yeah.
actually hearing them singing that
pure-
thing the whole
the
way
vibe.
through. There's no really punching in. There's no cutting in. There's no,
Yeah.
none of- you know,
Gotcha.
technology has taken over.
Yeah.
And so,
Ooh, that's funny you say that,
so
yes.
what we're trying to do in here is we're trying to act like we live on the earth that people thought Michael Jackson was great, Jay-Z is great, Nas is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Even if you think this new singers, I don't really know much about the new, but there's a lot of new people
There's a
that
lot
are
of
doing
new
great
people.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, and you know, and even outside of rap and hip hop, like music can't be ignored. And I think right now what's happening is people are just focusing in. And when I say people,
Do you
too,
think there's still a hip hop market right now, though? Because I feel like
There's
everything's just
always.
it's just everything's just like
Yeah,
pop
always.
culture right now, though.
well, bro, it's like food, bro. Like there's always gonna be a market for this kind of food.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, it's just up to you to decide. Like, what am I loyal to?
Gotcha.
Like, are you loyal to that shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing over here at Slave. We're just asking the question, like, are you loyal to that shit, or are you fucking with music still? If you're fucking
Yeah,
with music still,
yeah.
yo,
Is it
got
real?
room
Do you like all types of music?
everything goes.
Everything, country music,
Yeah,
classical.
yeah. We record all that in here. It's not a hip hop
Yeah.
studio, so
I
it's
hear the
like,
sounds, man. Sounds great.
Well, that. It's funny you say that because you play the instruments. So as a producer,
Yeah, and I'm not
now
the
are you
only
doing
one.
are you doing everything live? Like I'm playing
Yeah,
the drum,
sure.
I'm playing the guitar,
yeah.
doing this, or is it machine?
Yeah, so sometimes on like all right, so look, the mentality is real simple. Yeah, man, when I didn't have a really nice studio or something, I started out with hip hop basic machines and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea was, oh, let me get that drum loop because I don't have a drum set.
Mm-hmm.
Or let me get those trumpets because I don't have a trumpet. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
So,
Classic days.
yeah, and now it's like, oh, you got those instruments.
Yeah.
You know, and like, yeah, over 30 years, it's like, yo, man, fuck sampling because like you don't want to hang out with a lawyer when you make music. Even though
Yeah.
shout out to all my lawyers and everything helping us out, but I'm just saying, it's like, you know, you're not really trying to call them up with Deborah Gardner and be
Yeah.
like, yo, we're gonna sit there and ask the house to wait to give us a bill of $80,000 because we used that sample, and that's happened to us.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like,
I'd rather do it all yourself.
it's not even about rather. It's just about we want to be ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I don't want to be Otis Redding.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
No offense. I'm just saying it's like I appreciate Otis Redding.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't want to take some music from Chick Corea or from Bob James or from Freddie Hubbard. I just want to respect them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong. There's been hip hop. There's times where like I've grooved in and, you know, done samples with hip hop, and you know, just to, you know, be all the way real. Like, to me, there's a taste in hip hop. Like DJ Premier does it with taste.
Mhm.
Like, you don't know where the sample comes from. He's using the sample as an instrument.
Yeah.
And there you go.
He's cutting
So
that shit up.
that's it. Simple. Versus like, oh, I know exactly where that came from. No, listen, that's the record. You hear the record, you're like, shit, that is somebody else's shit.
Yeah.
So like, what I'm saying is, to me, it's like, it's cool when you're making your own shit out of something. You know what I mean? But it's not cool to outright jack music and just like, you know, act cool about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's the craziest part. It's like, that's not even you, and you're pretending to be somebody else, and
Gotcha.
you're acting original,
Mm-hmm.
totally ignorant about it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's
Yeah.
like, that's fucked up to me. Because I know damn well that they ain't getting no money out of it. And it's not even about money. It's just like, yo, you're not you.
Yeah.
In hip-hop, you're supposed to be you, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so from a musical perspective, it's definitely like, what you're hearing is us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like he's actually doing that shit. Like, you know, I'm actually doing what you're hearing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It ain't gonna be like, I don't get help. I don't want the help.
One man
You
band,
know?
man. That's
No, not even a
Nah,
one-man
that's
band. No, not at all a one-man band.
Everything though.
No. Listen, bro. I record some great musicians in here, like my boy Lamar, like my boy Nick Casper.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own world, and they come in and they lend parts of their world to the recording.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's not just me. A lot of the, like, to be honest with you, a lot of the better records that we've ever done, it ain't even us. It's God that's just using us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
But like when good people come together, those really end up having some good moments. So it's not like we can even accept that I even produce any of this music.
Yeah.
Because it's really kind of like a group of people that come together. They just agreed to do the shit at my house. You know what I'm saying? But and like I try to just hang out with some good musicians too.
Yeah.
You know, because it ain't just me. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, you know, shout out to Baron Raymondi, and he played sax on our Slave album.
Yeah.
And he's on Saturday Night Live, and
I
you
gotta
hear him all the
put it
time.
What's his name? I didn't hear the name you said.
Baron Raymondi.
Baron Raymond.
Yeah, you know,
Nice.
he plays with Christina Aguilera and shit, and he actually just came off of Saturday Night Live one day and was just like, yo, I'm gonna get on the Slave album. We were like, oh, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, we basically took him out to dinner, and he was happy, and we were just, you know, whatever, happy to have him on the record.
That's amazing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Networking's amazing because
Yeah,
you guys are just name dropping it. Like to everyone else, it's like, you know, it's just you work with a lot of, you know, influential people.
Yeah, no, we got
Yeah.
lucky. We got lucky. Even Juice had a pretty amazing history, obviously, growing up with his dad. You know, having the
Juice, you got who's your dad? Juice, let them know. Let the people know. Yo, Under the Rock, shout it out,
two.
man.
His dad is one. It's simple. You know, but growing up like that, and then watching your dad, like, you know, make movies with Tupac and shit, and you
one
know,
of our
Samuel
favorites.
Jackson's, and
We reenact that shit all day. I'm telling you. You don't
you know,
reenact
and
it?
obviously, you know,
I know
like,
you do.
he grew up, like, you have to understand something too. It's like he grew up being told to shut the fuck up, like when Big Daddy Kane was around, and Curtis Blow, and all these
Curtis.
Like, no, but listen, you
Yeah.
gotta understand when you want to rap and you're around guys like that, you kind of just have to be humble.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like so,
We should
growing
Be a
up,
sponge, you know, absorb
Well,
everything,
yeah,
take
that-
from each.
yeah, and they're gonna teach you the hard
Yeah,
way. You
absolutely.
feel me? You're gonna learn the hard way.
Yeah.
But you're learning the hard way around people that have been successful and have, you know, proven their.
Don't worry about that.
No, I'm just saying it is what it is. So it's like, you know, there's a pressure, there's an underlying pressure, even in trying to do it in a cool way. You get what I'm saying? Because you know you are trying to.
It's wild when you grow up because it's like you're a little kid and you're hearing people on the internet. I mean, it's on the internet, on the radio at the time. And so, you know, everybody throughout my life has somebody that makes music,
Yeah.
you know. Throughout school, it's friends that want to make music, whatever. To realize who your family members are in the music industry.
Mm.
It's kind of, it gets crazy throughout life as you grow up. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're 7 saying, oh, that's my dad, or
The growth, yeah.
you know, versus when you're 17 versus when you're 27. Just those 3 different levels. If you understand what industry you're going to be in. Same way if I wanted to be in oil and my dad was an oil tycoon. I look
Yeah,
at
it would be the
just a
same
blessing.
thing. Yeah.
That's dope.
It's
That's
passed down. So, as you already know,
we're back
we are back. Yes.
under the
Never
rock.
left.
Under the
we
rock.
never
4,
left.
5.
See, we don't
Under
even
the
be
rock.
doing that. We just be blending it in. Like, they don't be
No,
know
I
we be
know.
coming in out like that.
No, we took a legal break.
Yeah.
So
You gonna tell them truth?
Even before we jump right in, let's just put your, you know, your social medias up there. You know,
Yeah,
put your
let 'em
Instagram
know
where
up
we
there,
can
find you and
let 'em know
follow
where
you.
to find you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, point down.
Man, it's right here.
All right, I hate to be the bearer of like whack news because everyone's happy, but I do gotta address some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, recently we lost a great like
Yeah.
hip hop icon in
right.
DMX, and obviously like you don't want to take heed to it, but I'm calling to you like you are hip hop, you are a part of it, so. You know, I just want to hear some thoughts. You know what I mean? Obviously, thoughts and prayers with the family,
Yeah,
but and condolences because he made us listen to rap music. But you was like, I feel like you was involved. Have you ever met DMX? You worked with him?
I know. I met him when I was 13, and I was a real young, ignorant kid, and I tried to battle DMX.
Oh, you rap?
Yeah.
This is the story. You didn't know.
No,
Right?
that's true. Basically, I battled. I remember what he said. He finished me in one line in front of
Okay.
everybody at
Where was this? Now, give me settings. This is
on
crazy.
6th Avenue on by the famous basketball course on West. I want to say West 3rd and 6th Avenue.
West Fourth,
West
the court on West
course.
4th.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
You were an up and
So
coming.
y'all were battling there.
I
I
wanted
was
to
a
bat.
12
You
or
wanted to
13
rap.
year
I wanted to
old,
battle rap.
and somebody had
X.
said something. I was like, "What's up, man? You want to battle?" Something to that effect. And he looked at me and he said, "Oh,
What year was this?
it must have been 90, 91."
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So he's not even on yet himself.
He wasn't. He was still Davey.
They just bumped into
Who?
each other.
Davey.
Davey.
Yeah, Davey DMX.
Got you. That's his real name.
Yeah, he had a record out before
That's
he
what they
was
call him,
DMX.
yeah.
Like he was trying to go at it for a while.
Okay.
But anyway, what he said to me was like, he said, "Niggas want to battle, but they can't. They take their face and put it in the dirt like a plant."
Yeah.
You hear me?
Uh-huh.
And that's what he said to me. And then everybody oohed and awed him, and I fucking, I
Yeah.
just,
Your rap career finished right there.
Yeah, I just-
Wait,
You were about
he
to-
finished you with just planting your face?
yeah, he pretty much, yeah, it was over. No, it wasn't him that really, I just realized that rap wasn't really cut out for me.
Yeah.
X.
But
Yeah,
I wanted to be a rapper.
you think X will remember you for that battle if he was here?
No, I don't think so. He had many victims, I'm sure.
Man.
Back
Yeah.
in those times, yeah, he was ready to, back in those times, you were representing yourself.
How about when you were established as a producer and composer, everything?
What do you mean?
Did you ever like run into him? Did you ever like send him beats or anything like that?
There's a crazy
or run into
story.
him on tour or whatever,
Yeah,
you know?
all that,
Yeah.
man.
The life. Give
No,
it to
I,
me.
no, I, no. I, after that, I really never really bumped into him. I was really cool with his partners, DNY.
Okay.
Okay.
Rough
They
Riders.
own the Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they would, they would come up here and shit. And those are my homies. And
Don't they live? They live out here too.
yeah,
Rockland has
they
a lot.
live- yeah,
Can you just
Yeah.
say it? Rockland has
Yeah,
a lot of
Rock-
people in like
Rock-
under the
Across
rock.
bridge and come under
Yeah.
the rock. Come out under the rock. We want y'all on
yeah,
the
that's
show
what we're
too.
talking about. Like that's why I say Redman's one of the top Rockland MCs. Because
So
he's-
Redman's your good friend.
Yes, my good brother, absolutely.
How'd you meet Redman?
I met Redman, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. So if you're
From
really from
Dr.
Rockland,
Spot.
I'm gonna tell you the real shit. This is actually an interesting story, and Blast, you might know about it because you're a fucking Niagara for sure.
So am I.
So yeah, as you know, all right, so you guys might know. So
Shout out.
basically, all right, so
Nigga,
basically,
me too. I was across the street.
like back to what I was saying. So there was back in the '90s. There was a super. I got to be careful how I say this because this man I heard might be still active. So
Oh shit! All right. This is
basically-
breaking news.
no, but you'll understand. So basically, there was a man, and he lived a highly luxurious lifestyle, and he had moved to Rockland from somewhere. He allegedly he had moved from Mount Vernon,
Okay.
and he was very well known in the town. I mean, people would see him in Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and
Yeah.
in Nyack, there's a scene, like with street music and just quite frankly, there's just a scene of people on the come up,
Yeah.
trying to grind and trying to
A lot
make
of
something.
talent.
Yeah, not only talent, but I'm saying in general, people are trying to feed their families and people are trying to get money in that.
Got
You
you.
get what I'm saying?
Got you.
So, this guy that came through with all these Ferraris and shit, people wanted to know who this was.
Yeah.
So one of my friends ended up meeting him in a park and telling me, "Yo, man, I met this guy. He works in the record business. You got to meet him or whatever."
Mhm.
And this is a true story, actually. And so we would, I'd end up meeting this guy. I don't know if should I say his name?
Go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
because you know
No?
who it is. So it's important.
Don't
that I
say
no,
it.
no, but he's right. But
I know who.
If you're in Nyack and
Okay.
Rockland, you know. So anyway, like I said,
Gotcha.
this guy was very well known. When I first approached him, he was actually really cool. He was like, "Oh shit, you're in the music business. I'll
Mhm.
fucking give you direction, this, that, the third." And I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh shit, like this is great." At the time when you're young in music, you want someone, you feel like someone's gonna put you on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you come to find out later that nobody puts you on. Alright.
Put yourself on. Yeah.
Well,
Word
that's
up.
the only thing.
Word
that's the only
up.
thing. So nobody's ever gonna
Message.
put
Tell
you
your
on.
story.
But at
Message.
that time, young kid, I was a teenager. I thought like this guy could have brought me to like some success in music or something. He might have had the secret ingredient
Okay.
because it seemed that he was very successful. He was shrouded in luxury and diamonds and had the finest clothing, the finest fucking cars you ever saw in your life.
In Rockland, in Nyack, he's pulling
Oh
up.
yeah, now listen, like you gotta understand too. We're talking about early 2000s, so we're talking about crime is becoming popular and people who are getting money are even more popular.
Gotcha.
And this guy was on top of all them dudes. You get what I'm trying to
I
say?
hear you. Yep.
Yeah, like so. In fact, I just to give you an idea. I mean, he was very well connected. Me and him one time we got into an argument,
Mm-hmm.
and. Long story short, one of my friends it was a dispute over some money, and my friend had given him, almost $10,000 for some record, and
It's hip hop beef right now.
well, no, it wasn't a beef. It was just like he's basically the guy I'm talking about has hustled one of my friends
Gotcha.
out of like $10,000,
Okay.
and and the irony of it all is, there's broke hustles and then there's wealth hustles. And the irony of it is that no, seriously, the more money you have, the easier it is to get money from people. When you don't have money,
all sides of life, though.
yeah, but when you really got a lot of it and you look like a king and you walk the part and you talk the part, man, people will give money to you. You know what I mean? It's like Donald Trump. They'll give money to him because people think he's rich.
Yeah.
In their mind, they're like, oh, he's wealthy. He's done so well, successful. And, there's a reality to it all. I'm not saying he's not rich or anything like that. I'm talking about politics, but I'm just saying people are just people. And, everybody lives and dies and whatever. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say.
I was about to say, I need to bring it to me.
No, look, listen. This guy basically was conning a lot of people, and at this point now, he's kind of one of my friends. And I was still a dumb young kid, but I was street smart enough to know that, like, yo, he's hustling my homie out of 10 grand. So one day I see him up when the Palisades Mall was built, brand new. And, I remember I saw him on the 4th floor. I was up there with one of my girls at the time, and I was a young kid. I don't mean to say I fucked up because, I'm still cool with her. But, basically I approached him. I was like, yo, bro, like, I don't know what happened with, you and my man Mark, but I'm just letting you know he would never, do nothing shiesty about this money. And he looked at me and he said, West Side, nigga. And he, like, went to mush me. Like, don't you know I'm from the West Side? Put his hand right here on my face. And I was with this girl. Who I thought was like, this girl, she was, she's a pretty girl. I'm saying, not trying to impress her, but I definitely don't need a dude like trying to put his hand in my face.
Get violated.
So I'm like, damn, this motherfucker right here, And I remember the 4th floor. I remember we're on the 4th floor because I looked over, I remember thinking to myself, I could throw this guy off the 4th floor.
Don't.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I was with the girl, and we were trying to go to one of the Rainforest Cafe or something.
Oh,
you remember that?
You dating the mall.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is true story.
That's a real West Side, real Yak, real Rockland shit.
So I'm feeling fucked up because I'm feeling like, damn, I didn't do nothing to this dude. This dude is like, some major music business attorney and shit. I don't want to piss him off. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be cool. The last thing I'm trying to do is piss him off. Why is he throwing up gang signs at me for? You know what I'm saying?
West Side.
So another time I see him on the highway. He's in one of his fancy cars and shit, and then he looks over at me on the West Side Highway and he's like, yeah, West Side. Like this. He's like, West Side. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I think he wants to, like, do something to me. And another kid in Nyack who's actually in the streets came and told me, said, yo, man, what you do to him? Like, he tried to put a hit out on you. I'm not even joking.
What?
Yeah, no, this is a true story. Yeah, actually, I ain't gonna lie. One of my homies. So I couldn't believe this shit.
Yeah.
And the dude who's telling me this is all the way official in the street. You hear me? Like, definitely, he got the hammer on him all the time. So he's telling me,
he's getting
like,
great information.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like,
Enough.
No. Listen, this is an interesting story.
How from Redmond?
No, I'm gonna tell you, this is it. This is it. So I'm in Times Square now. I'm telling you this to tell you because I'm not saying this to be funny. But
No, I know. Go ahead.
How can I say this? I know New York very well. All right. So when I'm in Manhattan and shit, I remember people. This is just something about me. I remember people and I remember experiences and shit. So basically, I'm in Times Square by Quad Studios and I'm saying to myself, oh shit, there goes. I could tell he got a new car. So I approached his car and it came to find out I was dead wrong. It was Redman. I can't approach it, I was like, oh shit. And after everything I've been through with this, the ups and downs of feeling like, I was on this roller coaster, like things were getting good. He brought Eminem and Nas to Nyack. I was like, yo, this guy could hook me up with Nas or Eminem or some shit. And maybe
all these people came to the Yak?
Yeah, he brought them all to the Yak, this guy. So I'm saying that to say, as a young kid, I was intimidated, you know what I mean? By feeling like, damn, I don't want to fuck the relationship up with this guy who's cool with Dr. Dre and shit, who who hangs out with Shaq and Will Smith, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like Will Smith. I think he's one of the greatest rappers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself, yo, like, damn, I gotta meet Will Smith. Don't fuck this up for me.
Yeah, word.
You know, I did meet Will Smith once. He was cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
Throw that in there.
Yeah,
real
you met a
quick.
lot of people, man. That's
Damn.
yeah, Will Smith is
I
actually-
don't remember. Like, this is
No, I
crazy.
can't.
You
How can you
remember?
forget?
I know,
Will Smith,
I know,
bro.
I know.
I met him in the elevator. My boy with ES was blowing cigarettes, smoking his face. I looked at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He was trying to be cool
You
and
guys
shit.
blew cigarettes smoking Will Smith.
Yeah, bro. And Will Smith's bodyguard was like, "Come on, man." I told him, I said, "Get off the floor, bro." He always pissed me off. He's my good brother. I mean it, but he would always do some dumbass shit. I was sitting there like this, man. We sitting there with Will Smith in the elevator.
And you
man.
blow
shit, nigga,
cigarettes.
like, come
so-
Yeah, I
on.
know he's gonna.
You
remember
kicked him off the shit?
Yeah, I kicked him off the elevator.
That's
I walked
too
Will
good.
Smith down to the street. I remember he had a T-shirt on and everything. I remember he was just cool.
Yo.
He was doing voiceovers for animation.
That's
what
what
he
he's
was
doing.
doing.
Nemo.
I don't know what it was.
Was he a Nemo nigga?
But anyway, yeah, I
He
met
was?
Redman like that because the dude who I thought I had beef with, I approached the car like I wanted to squash it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I
And
wanted
you
to be
fell
like,
into
yo.
Redman.
Yeah, and then I fell into Redman, and ironically, I remember telling him, I was like, yo, you know, like, I got this beat CD, but, you know, fuck it, man. If you fuck with me, you know?
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
you don't. And I was helping my mom move some boxes, and he ended up calling me, and we ended up becoming friends. And
That's dope.
Yeah,
I got a lot of
Hey, you
history
produced
together.
for him.
I did. I got 3 songs on that album. Red Gone Wild was with Def Jam. It was exciting, you know, to get. And Redman's actually a good dude to, you know, kind of get your first major label experience with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? At that time, for me, you know, I mean, I had worked with guys that had made, but let's put it this way, like I had some major label experience with other artists, but I didn't have a good experience. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
How was it though? The first time you and Redman in the studio. Like, I need that vibe, that energy.
It's just like us hanging out.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what
Yeah.
it's like. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Put
like
you around a lot
no
of other people as
starstruck.
well.
Like, yeah, but
No,
like,
no, not an asshole at all. Like the dudes that's the biggest stars is the coolest ones. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're really nice and shit. Like, honestly, Jay-Z's a nice guy. Fucking 50's a great person.
are you saying you worked with all these people?
Yeah.
Can you tell me the tracks? What track you do for Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, I recorded that song with Beanie Siegel.
Which one?
5 a.m. We gonna enter the club.
Yeah.
5 a.m. Yeah, I was in the studio with Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel.
Wow.
We gonna do
And
it
actually,
again. We
it's
gonna
funny,
we
it's
gonna
funny. No,
we gonna
yeah.
do it again.
No, you know what's funny about that song? Is
You
like,
know
yeah,
how Matt come through on the club.
We all know the
Every-
song, man.
Nah, you
No,
did that?
Yeah, I recorded it. Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no joke. Sony Studios. Ironically, that's the first time I was.
He's
in
talking
the
about
studio.
the song. It's like
Yeah,
fucking
that's
recorded.
crazy.
The fuck?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Give it. Go ahead. Who else?
I-
Nas. I need. Nas is my favorite rapper.
I
I'm
never
sorry.
worked with Nas, man.
No?
I took a picture of Nas one time, but I never worked with
Would
him.
you have liked to?
I would love to work
Of
with Nas.
course.
You think he's better than Hove?
No, I don't think any one of them is better, and and that's something where I'm glad you brought that up. Is
Mhm.
because that's what Juice and I are talking about all the time. It's like, yeah, they're
The
great.
competitive nature of everything.
No, it's great what they've done, but it's like the greatest hip hop hasn't happened yet.
I got
You know
you.
what I
It's
mean?
continuous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's
why.
constantly
Otherwise,
going, it's
everybody.
constantly evolving.
What's the reason? If,
Nah, you're
why
right.
are we
Yeah,
doing
if
it?
it's
If,
done,
you
yes,
know,
yeah.
it ain't done. That's
It
why
ain't
everybody's
done.
listening.
Yeah, it ain't done.
What's the best session you've ever had, or in your mind, like if you could be like, all right, this was the most, like this was it for me. This one I knew I was there. I was in the right door. I was rubbing the right elbows. Paul, you know, like I was with the
Oh,
right
yeah.
people. Like
I can't lie. I feel like that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the right session.
yeah,
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah, or else I don't do it. You know, I can't even do it if I don't think it's the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're big with vibe.
Yeah, it's all vibe.
He's an
all
artist.
about-
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
it's interesting you're saying that. It's
artistic
all
shit.
vibe because, like, look, if you take away our skin color, right, and you take away, like, if we were just blind, we're just a bunch of skulls and spinal cords just sitting in here transferring electrical energy.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes. The freak. Yeah. A lot.
You know?
See, that's a different realm of like. That's a different topic right there. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't see the world like that. Like music, as far as it being a
Yeah,
vibration,
music-
a frequency.
music makes you
the
blind,
Certain
bro.
different like ways to play it. The way you align certain
I mean,
beats
you know,
and
you
frequencies.
take the pictures and
yeah.
stuff basically because everybody else is doing it, and they're attaching their
The
photos to
vibe
like
is fire.
to video, you know.
yeah.
So it's like, you know, even us, it's like we don't even feel like we're done with the song till the video's done, you know, because you have to, you are trying to impress a
Yeah.
human, you know, because they can see and hear.
Yeah. So you make videos as well.
Yeah, it just
everything.
It's just
We didn't even get to the filmmaking. They got a movie out.
Yeah. Well, No Lives Matter. That's what
No
I'm trying
Lives
to tell you.
Matter.
Yeah,
With a K.
Yeah, well, yeah, with a K. and
Talk
bas-
about the movie. Quick,
All right,
quick
look,
ad. You sponsored the show, so
Juice in it.
All right,
everything
so-
you got
we're gonna
going
tell
on,
them what he does.
let them know.
All right, so look, No Lives Matter is a movie that Juice and I, we both wrote it, but basically Juice comes up with this shit. And, no, I'm telling you how it is, all right? And so, yeah, he comes up with these jokes. I laugh. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Let me write that shit down. You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah, humor side.
Yeah, no, it's all jokes. It's all it's some of the shit is serious. Some of the shit is sad.
Yeah.
But you laugh because you feel like I'm not about to cry. It's just like, damn, bro, this shit is sad. So, long story short, yeah, unemployment came. The whole thing with COVID, you know, he put a lot of people onto it, and we figured, then let's work with other hip hop artists. So Redman got involved, 38 Special, Smoke DZA,
Smoke DZA,
Where can you
Redman,
find
and
that?
38 Special.
Benny the
Where can you
Butcher,
find that movie?
Benny.
Shooter 9 Trays on it, and you know who's definitely the homie. We gotta like make sure we don't have a problem with Shooter.
Shooter 9
just
Trays.
joking, man. Shooter's a great rapper, great MC.
Shay Noir.
Shane War's in it.
Shout out all those dudes, man.
Yeah, a lot of people.
It's out now?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
it's about to be.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's good.
anyway, the film in a nutshell is about unemployment. You know what I mean? How to get the money and all that. And Juice plays a character. What was his name?
Donnie.
Yeah, his name is Donnie. We basically were fucking with the Trump shit. So we're like, yeah, here's this young black kid. His name's Donnie. He's in Harlem. You know, he's obviously caught himself in a jam. He's got a beef with a guy named King, played by LDJ. And
Okay.
long story short, you know, LD's like, you know, a
LD.
sinister drug dealer. He's the type of guy that like you don't want to owe money to, or else he'll shoot you or something.
In
like
the
that.
movie.
In the movie, yeah. In the movie, of course. Not in real life. He's a pleasant
that out
person in
there.
real life.
That's fire. I can't wait to see it.
That's
Can I
dope.
get can I get a copy? You know, we're on the show.
Yeah,
Can I
sure.
send me some?
Yeah, of course. I'll send
No
you a link.
Lives Matter.
Yeah, I've
Spell it. It's
With the
K-N-O-W.
Yeah, so
like
basically, so this
Yeah.
kid Donnie just owes this guy 5 racks for this fucking some weed or something, and in the process of that, you know, he's trying to make his money the whole day while he was trying to apply for unemployment. I don't know if you guys have been a part of that, and me, I have. And you know, you wait on the phone for a few hours or so, and so that's about what happens. And he takes people through the city on this ride of what it's like to be poor in New York City.
That's
Dope
fire.
concept. That's
Trying to
dope.
owe somebody money. You know.
Yeah.
Which
So you
is
don't
fucked
consider
up.
yourself a jack of all trades, like I can do it all.
No. It's just it's computer use.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I would like to do a little session of questions real quick for you
yeah,
guys.
let's do it. Let's do it.
You know what I mean? We're gonna
Juice,
ask,
you
we're
involved.
gonna-
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna-
involved.
We're here.
I'm gonna ask, you know, just a couple questions, nothing crazy. Just
Oh,
ask both of
good.
you guys.
Please.
You guys gonna pick one or whatever you want.
Okay.
So here we go. We got
He's giving me good vibes too.
how high or half baked.
How high?
Yeah, I like having big
All right,
vibes.
and producer set Pharrell or Kanye.
Kanye. You going with Pharrell?
You can't see. Don't
Yeah,
try to
don't
change
look at
it.
him, look at him.
It's all right.
He's going with Pharrell. That's
I'm
dope.
asking him
I
too.
fuck with you, Kanye,
I'm
though.
going
I
with
fuck with
Kanye.
Kanye as a producer.
All right, we got Michael Jackson or Prince.
Shit.
Come on, quick. Gotta be quick.
Just go ahead.
Stop looking at him.
Yeah.
I'm not
Why
looking
y'all-
at him at all.
Yeah, make y'all know.
I'm Mike Jackson, man.
Mike Jack.
Might as well just get.
Go ahead.
Just be political.
I gotta get Prince.
Prince, there we go.
Let's just be political. What the
All
hell
right.
does that mean?
Rest in peace to my dog. What's your favorite DMX track?
Where my dog's at?
Slipping.
Slipping.
that's
Slipping's
true.
fire. I can't
Yeah.
front. Stop being greedy is what made me really fuck with him. That beat
Yeah,
is
I work
hard
out
as
to that shit
nails.
all the time. That's the best
Yo, you're like this. It's Vane's music.
Slipping though is just.
It's a great stack.
It's too deep now.
It's super
Yo.
deep. It's
Too deep. Now
passionate.
it's
Yeah,
over.
it's
It's
a
over.
lot of
That's why
emotion. Yeah, it's a lot of emotion. I
Rest
get
in peace
it.
to
It's
the
not a
dog.
whack track. Don't get me wrong. It's fire.
All right. Classical music or jazz?
Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz.
Jazz. Have you ever been skinny dipping?
I mean,
Women.
it's-
Celebrity.
Yeah.
Not, obviously.
Not alone.
Yeah.
With women.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Imagine so.
You imagine so? You can't
Like
remember.
in a pool?
Yeah.
What else is skinny?
I don't know. Like in the ocean or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wherever there's
Yeah,
water,
there's different
wherever
ways,
there's
I guess.
water that you could
The
dip
sink.
in. Yeah.
Technically, if you took a shower,
He's skinny
Yeah,
dipping.
skinny dipping.
The shower gotta be at to a certain point though. Nah, come on.
Once y'all both in the bathtub,
Water's involved.
Lights is on or off. That's what's crazy.
Copy.
All right, cool. All right. If you weren't doing what you're doing right now, being into music, what would you be into?
Shit, it would be fucked up.
Like drugs.
No, I wouldn't be into drugs, but I'd probably have some real fucked up mundane job. I've been, a lot more of a nobody. I'm a nobody in music.
You're not a nobody. Why you so what is it?
No, I just mean it for real. Like, I'm just being honest. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I'd probably be a janitor.
Yo,
that's a good answer. What about you?
Nah, that special is crazy. Not janitor.
I'd want to be a president.
Yeah.
That's what I would want to be.
Yeah.
Somewhere in politics, probably a lawyer.
You fun with politics? Would you really be, personally, would you really feel that you could withstand the type of pressure and stress and scrutiny that happens with being the fucking, the commander-in-chief of this fucking fucked up country?
With a capital P.
Yeah.
Huh?
POTUS with a capital P. I feel like being black in America is harder than anything.
No beef. Can I ask you your age? How old are you?
Over 10,000 days old.
Alright, come on. Alright. I like it.
Because being black, I only live by the day.
Facts.
So I got to go by the day. I can't give you a year. I might not make next year.
Yo, alright.
As long as I make today.
Well, obviously you were here when Obama was here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. I feel like Obama came in on that same energy, not really. No.
You heard me?
Not the street. Yeah. Not the street. Not the that aspect. But as far as the first black and everyone bought in. But when Son was in there, I feel shit got switched up a little bit. Okay. Would you think you would still be able to withstand that same? American. No, I'm saying, but would you be able to withstand that same whatever my thing was here at point A?
He broke the door open, so he had to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'd be more Barack.
You blowing Lism during your State of the Union?
What do you mean?
You blowing L's?
You blowing L's during your State?
Yeah. You see how the country would be adapted to me. It's deeper than I speak. That's the thing. The artists need somebody.
Niggas is superheroes.
No, they need somebody I feel like there should always be somebody black in the office because, all right, look at it this way. We had 45 presidents, right? All of them were white men in a row, right? Barack half white. Right, so we have yet to have a full black
purebred. Yeah.
Talk about a nigga in office.
Yeah, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
Yeah.
Lovingly.
Yeah.
POTUS. A real nigga in office.
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying? A Native American in office.
That's actually part of my last question.
With something deeper than just a whole different aspect because I was just saying this with the homie earlier, every move that we've made as black men, as black people, has been from deprived, you know what I'm saying, deprivation. We have yet to been on an even playing field.
Yeah, an attack.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even having a black
there's
president,
memes like that where you start from so far behind, everyone else start from the starting line, but shit, everyone else got a head start but you.
Yeah. So if you have a black president that understands what that is, and a black man is a lot different than a black woman. Women go harder for men because men, we have to walk with different pressures that women are excused. You know what I'm saying? It's different hits that we take on the chin as black men.
Yeah, they take the hits too, though.
They take different hits as black women.
Yeah.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? Notice I didn't say more or less.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
You know? And family was the first thing that was destroyed. So once we understand how to build ourselves as black men, then we'll understand how to build.
Repeat what you just said about family?
Family was the first thing that was destroyed.
And I speak about this all the time, right? Part of the thing about leading, I got 2 boys. I'm engaged. The black family, they attacked us personally. Get these niggas out the fucking way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Do whatever they gotta do to the women to make them feel however they feel, think however they feel, if they choose to. And then now, you know what I mean? It's just a system where when you take us out, when you take the man out the picture, I feel I'm going biblical, Alpha and Omega. When you take us out the picture, I'm not saying shit goes wrong. It can go right or go wrong, but like, what is your main reason of targeting me out the picture in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they see that power with us being there, and I feel like they fear the black family, a whole black family, man, woman, and child, the Holy Trinity. When they fear that,
We have to understand.
You know what I'm
this,
saying?
Not to cut you off. We have to understand that it was a plan. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
It was not a freestyle event. This was a systematic plan.
yes,
We're gonna set this group of people back. You know what I'm saying? Music was a way for us to connect and keep us up to date.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
That's how they
saying?
communicated.
Rap is
Yes.
almost like the language of the black man right now.
Yeah.
We get off everything.
I don't know about this rap though. Not the Dracos and killing.
You
each
know,
other
listen,
rap.
Even now.
it's so crazy.
Nah, I can't take that one.
You still called
I'm not
it a
gonna take that
Draco. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you didn't call it what the government manufactured
Yeah,
it to be
like
called.
yeah,
So you have
I already been pro.
Niggas a Draco.
You dig what I'm
Real
saying?
shit. Yeah, facts.
It's already
facts,
done.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with us, we're not tapped in. We have to tap in more.
Yeah.
You know, culturally, we have to come up with systematic results.
Mm-hmm.
We can't look at even being the people that reap the benefits of what we're doing now. We got to set it up for people 300
Yeah.
years away.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, this should work 300 years from now.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
It's dope.
And
Futuristic
music
thinking,
and
yeah.
songs, you know what I'm saying?
It
We
does.
got grown men that's
But
living by things
It immortalizes you.
almost
though.
100 years ago,
Yes.
50 years ago. Niggas been hustling their whole life. Niggas in their 50s, 60s listening to the 10 Crack Commandments to this day.
Mhm.
You a
So,
grown ass man listening to
you're-
a 24-year-old.
When you
Yeah.
make your videos, when y'all make your videos, you make it with the thought that obviously it's gonna immortalize you, right? Like it's gonna obviously live past you, where people can like your kids and kids and kids
Gonna
can,
see this.
can go back and
I
see.
never really
Hey,
thought about it like that.
that's how I look at it.
But yeah,
That's how I look at it.
I could look at it like that, but
You know?
I've never looked at it like that before. It's just
Like with like
we're-
just think about
we're-
like albums.
We're just
and-
trying to basically put the pictures of the
To the
sound,
words,
Yeah.
just trying to keep up
and
with
put a
everything.
message out.
Mhm.
Obviously, the message.
or vice versa.
I hear your message. We heard the track before we started taping. I told you I fuck with the music. You know.
Yeah, we might have a freestyle session later.
I don't
We
know.
might get some. We get Lex in the booth.
Me?
Yeah.
The booth.
Oh, stop. And we are back again. Under the Rock,
man.
845.
545 under the rock.
How you feel so far?
Yeah, man. I'm feeling a lot better after the break. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So obviously, you know, Under the Rock 845, we like to highlight, you know, a lot of stuff that's going on in the county.
Sure.
You definitely dropped a lot of names and a lot of people that
I
you've
mean,
worked
you
with
did.
outside of here. But as far as in our county, though,
I mean,
people
I love
like
Rockland
legends.
County, man. There's so many legends in Rockland County. Obviously,
who have you worked with?
You know, of course, there's Pete Rock, Marley Marl, Bob James is somebody I like to work with. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? There's a lot of great artists in Rockland County. You know, shout out to Ellis Doty, who also rocks with us from Rockland, great singer.
Okay.
Of course, you know, you got the Paul brothers, you know what I mean? You got so many people, you know? So many artists, you know? I already
Yeah.
told you about Funk.
Yeah.
Uh,
You worked with LD.
LDJ.
LD, it was LD the first person to bring LDJ, the rapper.
Yes.
Was he the first person to bring Jim Jones out here?
Yeah, LD, man, he just decided I want Jim Jones on this record, man, and Jim
You
Jones
produced that record?
Yes, and
Yeah,
Jim
it was
Jones
a
wasn't
bass-
doing nothing.
baseline.
So,
Baseline.
yep, the
Yeah,
song
that
was
was
called
fire.
The Baseline, and you know he had you know he did the music videos on MTV #6 on the Sucker Free Sunday Countdown, and
Right.
you know
Jim didn't give any ad libs though on that track. I needed ad libs.
Yeah, I mean we're at a point where it's just like ad libs is for it doesn't really serve a purpose.
So he just gave a straight verse. But most of them, I feel like they get famous off their ad libs though. Honestly, the
No,
rappers
I-
nowadays, I'm saying like
no,
with all the
I
extra
know.
shit they're saying.
They're saying a lot of extra shit.
Yeah.
I feel
How do you
old
feel about
school.
the new generation of hip hop right now?
I mean,
Rappers
man, it's
coming
good. People are doing what they're doing, man. I mean, the ball is always moving, so things are not going to stop. There's always going to be a young kid. There's a kid born today,
Mhm.
and that's just happening. There's nothing we can do about
Besides Juice,
it. Yeah,
who would you say is mainstream? Like, you know, not saying you're not mainstream.
yeah.
who would you say
Besides
like
Juice,
besides Juice? Who would you say is like one of your favorite up and coming artists right now?
up and coming. I mean, you know, shit. You know, I've been listening to you know, Victoria Canal. She sounds good. Great singer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody I work with is really the up and coming, man. It's
That's
besides
gotcha.
Juice, you know, I'm
Now
yeah.
Juice, I fuck with Juice. Juice
No,
know
of course.
that,
Besides
right?
Juice, I'm working with Beehive. I'm working with Redman. I'm working with Goldie. I'm working with
Redman's about to drop another project?
Yeah, Redman's doing Muddy Waters too.
Oh,
nice.
You know, got a new record with LD.
You brought Redman to Nyack, to Rockland?
I didn't bring him to Nyack, but we came, like, you know, I happened to be in Nyack, and he happened to we ended up becoming friends, and then, you know, he found out I had a studio, so it was like, all right, man, we'll fucking work at your house, you know? Fuck this, this Manhattan rent.
I got a question. Since you said that's your boy, that's your boy.
It definitely is.
When he did MTV Cribs, that was really his crib?
That's really his crib.
Yeah, that was
so the other shit's fake. So
my
when...
favorite episode.
Yeah.
Can you, not confirm, but can you say that, you know, some motherfuckers in the game was renting houses to look good for MTV Cribs?
Of course, they all were, especially
They were
MTV
fabricating
Cribs.
shit.
Definitely perpetuating that image of wealth, just like Donald Trump.
That image, that's what
You know,
he
you
said.
perpetuate that image of wealth. People believe it, people invest in. They think that because there's wealth there, that it's secure.
Shout out to Redman for keeping it a buck.
Yeah, and Redman's been a solid person.
Is he like an honorary alternative member of the Wu-Tang Clan?
He calls himself a 11th member of the Wu-Tang.
I think they should just give him
I think they have. I think they.
He needs a W.
He has partners with meth, and you know.
Yeah,
what I mean? And
yeah,
meth
he's
is
locked
obviously
in.
He's so locked in.
I think
He's the
Meth
god.
Man's might
Brick
be,
City.
he's up there in the Wu.
So do you like do you still like, obviously you work with Juice, but do you still like play live music or anything like that? Or
Yeah, I mean that's what we're doing. You know, we hang out with musicians, man, and make music. You know,
who's your favorite musician
of all time?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I said at the same time.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do like Stevie Wonder. I think it's easy to say Stevie Wonder. It's like, you know.
How about you, Juice?
My favorite artist of all time?
Yeah.
Artist, musician, whatever.
Musician.
Whichever. They're all the same. Musicians are artists too.
Yeah, but
they paint differently. Their instruments are different.
I like actual painters too. So
Okay, that's okay. All right.
That's why I'm thinking. I don't know. My favorite artist
Get a
probably
top one.
Musically, I would say.
musically
Yeah.
would be
It's hard.
That's really hard.
Dang,
Get
you
one
gotta
out, get one
drop.
out.
You gotta get one
Even if
out.
it's one of your top three, just put one
Yeah.
out.
Everyone got a top 5 at least. Just pick one of them. It's like you don't want to go on record like that. I don't want to let people
really
that I know.
tough because I
That's
would
where we're
like.
soaked in
I'd want
influence, you
to.
know?
I'd
Yeah.
want to morph. Like I'd want a Langston Hughes verse over like John
Okay.
Coltrane or like Pat
Okay.
Williams, the trumpet player. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your prototype. You're building a whole.
Yeah. And
Facts.
then let like Mike and Prince do the backgrounds to some shit. You know what I'm saying? That Langston wrote or something. You know,
That's
like
fire.
if he could catch up with what was going on in the day. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like if I can't really put it in one artist. What I'm looking
You play
for.
instruments?
I play the trumpet.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
that's fine.
hence Langston.
Yeah, I love Langston.
Satch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I could never give. I think art is such an embodiment. You know, and then it's artists that went beyond color. Like, you know, Da Vinci was dope. Picasso was dope. You know what
You
I'm
don't
saying?
feel like Picasso bit off of basically our shit?
Picasso.
No, I'm saying the artists, like, there's a lot of like, if you go, like, to the art of Africa, like, how they molded things, how they did things with clay and whatever, like, a lot of their art, it resembles, like, the way Picasso did that stiff
influence.
face and, like, the
All
shading
art
and
is
everything like
definite
that.
influence, right? But when
Yeah, but I feel like his influence was our shit. You know what I'm saying? If you look into it.
okay, let's talk about Picasso, right? Just a brief Picasso. When Hitler was trying to take over the world, and Picasso did that wall for Spain. Forgot what it was called. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I don't remember what it's called. I don't want to say the wrong shit.
Yeah, but that wasn't African influenced, and I feel like that was definitely something that made
I'm talking
Picasso.
about the art, the actual art, like people, the paintings and
Like,
shit.
you gotta
people
look
were
at
copying.
him entirely.
And what he did in all his projects.
Yeah, it can't be, especially with him even not being here, for us to be able to look at him entirely.
Mm-hmm.
We have to look at everything. The fact that he could draw you or paint you or sculpt you, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And he chose to take from the whatever root, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
that we identify with as a people. You know, so I just like artists that really were impactful, that
Yeah.
make everybody just stop, cause that's the whole thing. Like, paint, music, music just plays to the ear.
Mm-hmm.
Paint just plays to the eye. Food is an art that plays to the taste.
Everyone
Fashion.
learns and
You know?
they retain information differently. So it's
So the artist,
It's
the
fire.
artist is how you like pull it together, how you like embody it. We just paint the time. So Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Just
There you go,
because
that's
of
a
what
good
he
one.
did. But I love him just as much as I love. And it's only because I've been drinking.
You told him to chill.
In the alley.
Isaac Hayes?
No,
Who?
no.
Who?
Push. I'm your pusher,
Pusher,
man.
Curtis
man.
Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis,
Yes. Just as much as I love Curtis Mayfield, not for not to compare them, but
Yeah.
they were both able to embody a moment. You know what I'm
They were
saying?
descriptive too. Like they paint a picture. You listen to it, you see
You know,
it.
I love Michael Jackson for he was the one of the greatest entertainers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas Prince was more on the artist side of things.
Yeah.
He was like more so trying to pull the whole song together, and he had a way that he heard the whole song. Michael Jackson was able to execute a song in such a way that now he could entertain you. It was a one small aspect in what made Michael
I never see
Jackson
motherfuckers faint besides MJ, so I don't know.
Niggas fainted seeing Prince.
Niggas faint for Prince?
Prince is faded for Prince.
He like this.
For
What the
sure.
fuck was
Come
Prince
on.
doing, man?
Lit.
Them niggas had some special shit.
Yeah, he
He
was
was a
a
great player too.
It's honesty,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
That
Yo,
influence from Little
alright.
Richie.
Being honest with
I
the
feel like I
time.
should know this, but besides obviously his vocal instrument, did Mike Jack, if to your knowledge, play any instruments?
Of course,
What did he play?
everything.
He had to.
No, because I know Mike Jack for the performer, the artist, the sing, the
Mike
best
Jack
of all
is probably
time.
One of the greatest producers too.
He composed a lot of music as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, but yeah, I mean, he's an incredible producer.
Mm.
Yeah, he was like,
He just
Diddy
always had
before
a
Diddy.
studio in his
Yeah.
house. You know, he's a kid that grew up with a studio in his house. It was just a tool for him, a toy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Playing with the sounds and all that was easy.
But they knew that he was gonna be something. Though. He was the young bull, the head of the like.
Well, it wasn't
Everybody
really
else is
gonna be
older than
something.
me.
That he had to be something because the
Yeah.
pressure that he had in his family. You know,
Yeah.
so it
circumstances.
was going to happen.
it's industries, yo. It's like, what are the 10 things you do the most every day? Those are, I bet, the 10 things you are best at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, if your 10 things become writing music, making beats, shooting videos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Embodying your industry, or if your 10 things became reading law books, looking at Law and Order,
Mhm.
studying old cases,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was you do to build your brain in a direction to go forward, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Every day you move backwards or forwards is on you. So musically, you can either push the needle or you can become consumed.
Got you.
It's creator versus consumer mentality. Artists that break through the mold usually share the creator mentality.
Hmm.
Sometimes they're just being, puppet mastered to
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
to where the people watching
That
what's
brings-
going on
see?
don't understand that they're just a creator mentality
This is
for
what
you.
I need to know. This like we gotta get all this info out. Like the whole industry itself. Like, how do you guys feel? Like, would you consider yourself obviously independent?
Sure,
If it comes industry based, how do you look at you?
Look, it's simple. You just have to do what you have to do to make money,
Yeah.
and that's the industry.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Hey, Karen. Okay, cool. All right, coming. Bye. It's Karen.
Karen.
Karen is our assistant secretary, whatever you want to call her.
Nothing
She's
wrong
actually
with
the original Karen that you heard.
Too.
She's
Karen.
the original
Karen.
Karen, and Juice basically gave her the name.
that's the
This is a
future
true
wife.
story. In Los Angeles, he came up with this whole thing, and then that word Karen spread like wildfire. And now, I'm not lying when I say it. I'm telling you the
I was
truth.
being funny because she's really cool as fuck. That's the
Yeah,
only
she
thing.
is. Yo, man. First of all, we're about to close out. Obviously, that's usually the natural shit. Like, they never stop working.
Yeah.
Let us know what you got up and coming right now, musically.
Yeah, put
You
your,
know, next
IG,
project.
put your IG on there.
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
We'll follow you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there,
You know what I'm saying? Let them know who you are
Juice
too,
Jones,
man.
Orange Juice Jones.
Two eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now I got the Rotten Orange out right now. Y'all can go stream that. April also, the first single off the Slave project is out on iTunes. It's called the Slave album. Esclave. And that whole project will be out April 15th. So I think that's on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole project come
Coming
out on
soon.
Thursday. Coming soon. The Slave album, Esclave, Orange Juice Jones, So we could put the artwork right there, right here.
We got artwork now right there.
Yeah, right there. We'll put the
Figure it out. I don't know.
and then the name and all of that.
Yeah.
You know,
You're a good artist, man. We heard some of your music while we was in here, man.
For
She was
sure.
bumping.
Nah,
Under
shit's
the
fire.
rock, moving
We heard a
rock,
lot. We heard a lot of
Under the rock,
exclusives
moving
though.
the rock.
You know
Yeah,
what
under the
I'm
rock,
saying?
moving the rock.
Yo, that's a double entendre. That's foreshadow.
moving rock.
Oh, nah. When that officially drop, we gonna pick that up.
Moving rock.
When it officially drop, man, we gonna, man. Fire.
Under
That
the
track's
rock,
dope.
moving rock.
Yeah. Watch out behind you.
You good? Come in.
Okay, my bad. No,
Yeah.
don't worry. It was Karen. You know, she came in and. All right.
He just did his drop for the joint.
All right. So
Hey,
what am
so-
I doing?
Right now, I just want to know what you got. That's my phone.
All right. I was going through your phone. Shit.
Wait,
Yeah,
Karen
Put
called
the code in and everything too. He said,
I'm like, oh, there it is.
Yo, nah,
That's his next
man.
post. All right.
Yo, we appreciate you guys all.
No,
like,
thank
real
you,
shit,
brother.
for real.
I'm
But
thankful
what
to
you
be
got
under
coming
the
up,
rock.
man? What you got coming
Man,
up?
listen, man. It's all about slave music. As
Okay.
you know, we've slaved for everybody else, so it's all about slave music. What we're doing, we're just trying to give music to
You're
people.
no longer working for anybody. You're working for yourself.
Yeah, we're not working for anybody anymore. We're just
Mhm.
working for us. Thankfully, you know, we've learned how to put food on the table, and so that helps us, you know, fund our dream.
Mhm.
And you know, yeah, man. If you can, you know, whether you have money or not, you can stream our music free. I'm serious. Online, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, we love them. And seriously, Deezer, Napster,
Yeah, all that.
Amazon Music. You can go to orangejuicejonesii.com, but you can also go to esclave.com.
Gotcha.
And we have many new things coming
Karen's
out.
at the door.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Karen's here. And long story short, so yeah, we have the cream coming. We have our Orange Juice Jones has the clay mask available for women. It's a 10-minute clay mask. You put
Nice.
it on your face. It dries. You know, you fucking clear your skin and
Okay.
shit. We also have another cream that we're doing with Ghostface. It's called Ghostface Cream.
Ghostface, the
Yeah.
god, like
Yeah,
Wu-Tang
from
member,
Wu-Tang,
Ghostface.
Yep. And then we have
Nah, I need these products.
we have a hot wax that we're doing, the Goldie hot wax.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're doing another. What else we're doing? I don't know. We have all sorts of shit on the site. Just fucking support us, man. We're definitely young,
Facts.
young business people. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But yeah, if you want to be a part of what we're doing, and we would like you to be, so. Yeah, please join our crusade in trying to save music with musicians and artists, and that's all we're trying to do. You know what I mean?
We
That's it.
appreciate you.
That's what
I got
we're
a
trying
final
to do.
thought
out
for
here. That's
you.
what we're trying to
All
do.
right, final thought.
Final thought for you. I need to know, like, both of you guys.
After we legalized marijuana, what is it?
Well, I'm already happy about that.
Alright, good. We did
Nah, but you know, we got.
Yeah.
It's all about each one teach ones. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
any final thoughts to like up and coming producers, artists, you know, musicians, artists
Advice.
of all, you know, of all categories. You know,
So what is the question?
any type of advice you would give them. Anybody up and coming, like what to do, what not to do, or
Okay,
a
yeah.
mindset. How to just formulate what's going on.
Definitely just try to be you, 100% be you. Do your best to be you and appreciate what God has given you to be who you are, because who you are is great and special. Straight up, and I'm not
That's
saying it
fire.
to be corny.
That's fire.
Say something.
What you
Juice.
got, Juice?
You want to tell him something?
I was gonna be ignorant, but I'm not.
Nah. Be yourself.
Nah, I'm. Alright,
Get the message out though.
alright.
Uh-huh.
This is the message. I'm gonna just get the message out. 'Cause I'm not
Get the
gonna be
message
ignorant.
out though.
Have a plan and follow through. No matter how crazy it might sound, no matter how much money it might cost, don't think about none of that shit. Think about the plan. Really plan it out. What you would do if the plan works. after you have a plan though. Solid plan. Then follow that shit. And that becomes the best shit ever, I think. Following the plan, whether it works or fails. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be a forever plan. It can be like 6-month plan, 8-month plan.
Discipline, build a routine.
Really just a plan and following through, yo. That's for any artist. Don't care what nobody say. Follow your plan.
Good gems, man.
That's big
Good
gems,
man. This was a great episode, man. I love this.
Really
Energy was
appreciate you.
that energy was different.
Unmatched.
Today. Yeah, I felt like
thank
I was.
you,
What tracks we got coming up? What tracks we got coming up?
Yeah, man. Slave,
Slave,
and Neon
Runaway
Orange.
Slave.
What about that?
We definitely got the sneak peek. We got the sneak peek. That's a
Shout out
sneak
to
peek.
Moving Rock.
Yeah, that
Nah, we gonna drop some stuff. We're gonna
Yeah,
drop some
I can
stuff.
send you
We'll
links.
edit it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send
you
us
know.
everything,
Shout out
man.
visuals by Steve. He's
Please,
gonna make
everybody
everything come
tap in. You
together.
already know Under
You know what
Rock
I mean?
845.
Subscribe. We
Subscribe,
appreciate y'all.
like
man.
buttons, man. Follow their IGs, follow the page, all that. Shout out to visuals by Steve L.
Oh,
You know what I
no. By
mean?
Steve L. I
Yo,
like
you gotta
that.
close
Hold
this
on.
out.
Out.
Smooth
Under the Rock.
845.